Equius. Answer Karkat. It does not appear to be a message from Karkat directed at you specifically. He just updated one of the many memos on the trans-timeline bulletin board he set up a while ago. You've since no longer bothered keeping up with the endless and mostly incomprehensible communique. But while checking the update, you can't help but skim through the first memo in the log sequence, which was written hours ago from your present perspective. Equius, read first memo. Past carcinogeneticist, 6 hours and 12 6 hours and 12 minutes ago, opened a public trans-timeline bulletin board, Team Adora Bloodthirsty. Okay, I think I set this up right. Fuck, I should have come up with a better board name, but I guess that's the name it was supposed to have, since that's the name that, I already read. Well, that probably won't make sense to anybody. Whatever, it's just a stupid name. Let's just do this. This is a public bulletin board using Trollian's weird trans-timeline features, which I don't even fully understand yet, but I'm guessing might be useful. I've included all 12 players in the subscription list, so you should all be able to read these memos at any time. That is, all the memos posted, past and future. I think it could get pretty temporally confusing, obviously. I'm going to try to keep the memos as simple and linear as possible. Also, let's keep this a one-way bulletin to make this as simple as possible. Do not reply to my memos. This is not a fucking chat room, assholes. If you have something to say to me in response to a memo, message me in private at the appropriate point on the timeline. First order of business is about the teams. As of now, you should all be aware that there's really only one team, and we're all working together. And by now, I mean the local time to me as of writing this. So if you're reading this in the past, okay, first of all, how do you even know about this feature already? Second, why didn't you fucking tell me? Whatever, I digress. If you're reading this in the future, then who cares? It's probably old news to you. Actually, now that I think about it, what's so special about reading this in the future? It's like any bulletin board. You post stuff and it sits there for a while, and people in the future read it. Huh, big fucking deal, I guess. Gallows Calibrator. 5 hours and 51 minutes ago, responded to a memo. Oh my god, Karkat, who cares? Past carcinogeneticist banned past Gallows Calibrator. Anyway, like I was saying, one big team over which I have assumed total leadership. I will assume that we'll continue to stay this way for the duration of our quest, and that I will remain an impeccable leader for a span of hundreds of hours while I guide us all to a stunning victory. In fact, I don't even need to assume this. I browsed through this whole bulletin in advance, and it does appear to be the case. Go me. In fact, since I've seen what I will write in the future, I wonder what impetus I will have for writing it later when I'm supposed to. I wonder if I could just copy-paste it? Hold on. Damn. I guess I thought of that. I don't know. I tried to look at the whole bulletin again, but now I've opened this one from the beginning and I can't see the whole thing anymore. Unless I look at it on one of your computers. Or maybe if you send me like a text file of it? Would that cause a paradox or something? You know what? This is all really stupid. I actually remember reading all this shit like half an hour ago, and now I'm typing it anyway. I probably can't avoid typing any of this. How weird is that? I hate time travel. Twin Armageddons, 34 minutes ago, responded. KK, I'm basically just LMAO here at the... Wow. Holy fucking shit, are you people stupid? Don't worry, I won't fuck up your memo for long. I just can't believe that the big reason you wanted future me to help you open those ports to basically just babble about paradoxes and argue with yourself for hundreds of pages. Okay, so you're saying this from like 5 hours in the future? Just to give me a hard time? Nice. Well, thanks for the help. So when do I ban you, future boy? A few lines down after I pretend like I'm going to die. I'm thrown for a laugh on account of my imminent banning. Fuck, how can you even do that to me? So cold, man. Are you really still sore at me 5 hours later for running that virus? God damn, get over it. It was your fucking virus anyway. You're to blame. No, bro, we're cool about that. Now future you is connecting with me so I can enter the game. Oh, yeah? Yeah, so thanks for that 5 hours in advance. This is BS, isn't it? Trolling me from the future? How juvenile can you get? No, man, it's true. We are bulge-bumping pupapelt again. Oh, fuck this condescending future know-it-all act. We aren't bumping shit. You're so banned. No, not the ban. It burns. Oh, God. Wait. Ugh, it does burn. Something's wrong. I'm serious. Horrible psychic noise. The voices. We're all going to die. Oh, shit. I think I'm bleeding. Oh, shit. This is bad. I have to get her in. Quick. I gotta go, man. And so the poor... Past carcinogeneticist banned past Twin Armageddons from responding to the memo. So the porcine hoof belonging to the swollen hag known as Lady Destiny has stomped another throat. Which one of you fuckers is next? Nobody? Good. Although I'm fairly sure I remember someone else chiming in before I closed this memo. You add disordered shit rinsers can't keep your lascivious prongs out of the row hole, can you? Solix for future reference or past reference or whatever. If you want to do that kind of role playing, you can start your own bulletin. You can all act like brain-dead asswipes in your own festering flapper of paradox space. Fine with me. Everyone will be so confused by the time paradoxes, it'll distract them from how awful their terrible hobbies are. Choose your classes now. Level 69 Nook Sniffer is up for grabs. Who wants it? No, that's not an invitation for you fucking nerds to come in here and correct me on your goddamn fairy elves. Just do me a favor and keep me banned from that one, okay? I'll return the favor if you nerd out my memos. I seriously can't believe how many fucking nerds are on this team. Just remember, this is my personal podium, a stump if you will, for the sole use by me as leader for important leadership business. Got it? Future carcinogeneticist from 612 hours from now responded to the memo. Groan. This is so embarrassing. What was I even thinking? Past carcinogeneticist. Shut the fuck up. Past carcinogeneticist banned future carcinogeneticist from responding to the memo. Okay, I'm fed up with this memo. Gonna close it out. You'll hear from me again later when I've got something else to say. I.e., just scroll down, you douche. It's all right there already, because of time travel. I know, right? Anyway, just to reiterate, full steam ahead. Leader equals me forever. Obviously. Peace the fuck out, D-bags. Current Centaur's Testicle, right now, responded to the memo. I'd like to add to this useless memorandum that I still don't recognize the validity of your leadership. Sweet mother grub's oozing vestigial third oral sphincter. How can you people be so stupid? It may be true that we are all playing in the same session, but I see no reason to disband the former power structure, especially if it means instituting a tactical midget with a short fuse, a foul mouth, and paralyzing insecurity over the color of his blood. That's all I have to say. Oh, I have a short fuse? That's very funny. You can almost hear me laugh over the sound of the robot you're probably beating to death. Or doing worse. Hey, you kiss your robots, right? Might as well clear the air now as long as we're broadcasting this across the entire space-time continuum. Not usually. The funny thing is that in the future, everyone will recognize me as the undisputed leader. Even you. You'll be standing on the tippy toes of your idiotic metal shoes, taking delicate purchase of my nubby horns, and hoisting yourself over my head to put your sweatiest tough guy smooch upon my twitching spine lump. It will be tender and deferential, like a pauper kissing a noble's ring. Just scroll down and read the logs. Nowhere have I seen evidence of this. Most of this is you from various points in time, raving about nonsense and arguing with yourself. Do you realize that here in the future this bulletin has come to be regarded as something of a joke? A lengthy piece of comedy, often quoted amongst ourselves in private moments of levity. It seems I'm the one to inform you of this up front, which is likely why you persist with the ingratiating charade against better judgment. You're getting off on this, aren't you? What do you mean? This excites you, being the tough guy and pretending like you're putting the awesome leader in his place. You're probably working up a good sweat. Hope you alchemized a bunch of spare towels. Hey, why don't you at them with your spongy brain for extra absorbency? How do you know about my perspiration problem? I mean, aside from reading about it in this memo. Wait a minute. Fudgesicles. Past carcinogeneticist banned current Centaur's Testicle from responding to the memo. Past carcinogeneticist closed memo. What about the queen? Jack was helping us exile her, so both? Okay. Wow, oh my god, Dark Text Lady, I get it. No, I don't think so. Where are you? Okay, sorry I asked. What? No, it's okay, because I don't want to run out of red, because red is the best and tastes the best. You are a strange and funny girl. Carcat, begin another memo. The fuck? Oh, Jesus Christ. Future Caligula's aquarium, present arachnid's grip, future arachnid's grip, future carcinogeneticist, current carcinogeneticist, past Ardios Toreador. Holy shit. current carcinogeneticist right now opened a memo on board Timodora Bloodthirsty. This is as good a time as any to start a new memo. In fact, it's better time than any because according to the laws that at client predestination, I don't really have a choice, do I? Fuck, it doesn't really matter. It's still a good time to do it. People, we need to get organized here. Shit is getting serious. We're about to embark on Operation Regisurp, a cunning plan devised by double agent Jack Noir to exile the Black Queen. We'll need all hands on deck for this, even the idiots. And once again, a reminder, do not troll me in these memos from any point in time or it's an insta-ban. Also, a note to my future self. If you feel the need to say something smug, do me a favor and shove a throb stock in it. Just sit there patiently and wait for me to become you in the due course of time, thus improving your intellect drastically. Or intellects. Plural. I forgot. There are a lot of you fuckers out there. All of you. Just zip your shoots. I mean, seriously, like there's nothing better to do in the future? It's the future, for God's sake. A realm of endless fucking possibilities. Now, before we get started, let's take a toll of the situation. At this point in time. My point in time. Who's in so far? Who's not? Etc. Caligula's Aquarium. 3 hours and 11 minutes from now. Responded to the memo. Hey, sorry for busting in on the memo, but I can't get a hold of you. You're not answering. Oh, for fuck's sake! Gam's advice is fucking useless. All he told was to enjoy a beverage. No, dude, don't drink that shit. If it were up to him, we would all be drink Faygo at once in some ritualistic rap clown suicide pact. But instead of committing suicide, the thing that we all accomplish is becoming instantaneous assholes with awful taste. I mean, it's not even that bad. It's just soda. But whatever. This isn't the point. This isn't the venue for airing your future problems, Count C. Dipshit. I know. It's just, I got a problem. With a fairy. And I'm really kind of sitting here in bad shape about it, emotionally speaking. Okay, well, I get that. I hear you, bro. This is still not the right place for this. So I gotta ban you. Strangely appropriate musical choice. But seriously, just get in touch with me in private about it, okay, man? We'll get your shit straightened out, okay? Is everybody good? Just gonna sit here for a minute, local time, and see if anyone else has any shit they want to scrape off their bulge into my clean nutrition plateau. Nobody? Great, wonderful. I now officially declare the nonsense portion of this memo to be over. This decree shall be binding and lasting. Back to planning Regisurp. Bear down, everybody. This is fucking important. There's a queen on the loose, and we gotta show a bitch the door. Future Arachnid's Grip. 609 hours from now, responded to the memo. Unbe-fucking-leavable! Carcat, I'm sorry, but do you have any idea how funny this thing is? I mean, this whole thing, I can't stop laughing. Hey, can future you mind prevent me from hitting the ban button? I'm genuinely curious. Go ahead, try and stop me. I dare you. I'm not gonna try. I'm just here to say this whole thing is ridiculous. We didn't really need you to pretend to be a little angry general to get any of this done. We kicked the queen out of there with no sweat. It was easy. In fact, I did most of the work myself, right before I found all the treasure and scaled all the rungs. Oh, all of them, you say? Fascinating. Hey, forget the ban button. Use your mind powers to help me locate the desperately attempt to give a shit button. Whoops, we both failed. It doesn't exist. Hey, I'm gone. It's just that you should relax. You were wound up so tight through the whole adventure, and now here in the present, you're about to explode. It's insufferable. Hey, everybody. Did you hear that? Super Future Visca has an important life lesson for us all. We don't have to worry about our present responsibilities and obligations, because as it turns out in the future, all that stuff already happened. We're off the fucking hook. Time to relax. Let's all crawl into our cocoons and get busy stimulating our erogenous shame globes. First one to start a wank fire gets a shiny $1. This is an order from your leader. Current carcinogeneticist banned Future Arachnid's Grip. Later. Too bad the acronym wasn't HAG instead. Would have suited you much better. Instead of that nonsense word. Maybe its association with you will colloquially cause it to take on a negative connotation? What do you think? Maybe will be the new burn, even though it really means nothing in our language. I don't know. This is stupid. Forget it. Okay, I'm rambling here. I'm aware of that. Future me, don't you fucking dare weigh in on this. I know what you're thinking. If it were future me, which I guess I am, I would read this and be all over it. Like, damn it, Carcat, what do you think you're doing? Get to the point. Future carcinogeneticist from 20 minutes from now responded to the memo. Yeah, pretty much. Current carcinogeneticist banned future carcinogeneticist from responding to the memo. So I'm saying it to myself already here and now, so I won't have to later. Got it, you trenchant backbiting pricks? Damn, losing my train of thought. Maybe I'll pick it up again in a fresh memo later. I don't know if that's right, though, because I vaguely remember this one being longer than this. Audiados Toreador from 38 minutes ago responded to the memo. Hey. Oh, son of a bitch! I thought since it looks like you're saying you're out of importance memo stuff to say, maybe you could help me here? Since I don't know where you are now, but maybe help me about a thing that has to do with a girl? Like a romance thing you might know about? You people are imbeciles, all of you. I am not posting these memos to counsel you on your past and future dating problems. Why are you all such basket cases? I don't even know what to say anymore. Sorry. Should I ban you? What's even the point anymore? One of you stooges will be right on the last one's heels with another sob story. Just hurry up and tell me what your problem is, bro. Okay, I'm sort of lying on Vriska's floor right now, like in her block, lying down, you know, because I can't walk. Oh, no shit, really? You can't be serious. When did this happen? Yeah, anyway, she tried to kiss me. Well, she didn't try, she actually did, and then kind of dropped me, and also we're wearing costumes. Wow, I'm not explaining this well at all. This is so fucked up, man. What have you gotten yourself into? And now to make it a lot weirder, there's an angry voice in my head. I don't think it's Rufio this time. Rufio's not that angry. He's also imaginary, like a fake made-up friend, you know, like the way fairies are. God, actually, I remember reading this bullshit, or skimming it at least. How could I forget? More loony block theater, and here I am drawing the curtains for you guys like a dope. Anyway, I think Vriska's upset about it, and she's not talking or anything. What do I do? Okay, well, I can advise you and stuff, but you do realize this is a public bulletin. We should be having this chat in private. Everyone can read this, even her. I mean, fuck, she was just here talking, you dummy. I know, I read that, but that's future her, which doesn't seem so bad. Maybe future her can read this and, I guess, know I'm sorry about it? That I didn't mean to hurt her feelings. Well, fine. If you want to broadcast a trans timeline apology, then fine. But you should realize the future is kind of a wide open thing. I mean, she could read this like 2 minutes in the future, or as well as 600 hours. At that point, you would essentially be talking to the present her, completely defeating the purpose of your spineless message and a bottle apology. Oh, yeah. I didn't really think of that. Arachnid's Grip from 8 minutes ago responded to the memo. Hi. Carcat, shut up. This does not concern you. Okay, whatever. My memo, but whatever. Wow. Hi. Tavros, it's okay, really. So you don't feel that way about me? That's fine. I shouldn't have expected any different. I can deal with it. I'm not a wimp like you. I roll with bad breaks all the time. No biggie. In fact, I've already dealt with it. I was over here dealing with it while you were over there on the floor, fooling around with your computer after a cute girl tried to kiss you for some reason. As it turned out, fooling around with your computer to go cry on future Carcat's shoulder about this. Yeah. You're a strange and funny boy, Tavros. Oh god, this is completely hilarious. Now I see why everyone's been ripping in on my memos. Carcat, I said shut the fuck up. Anyway, though totally unnecessary, your apology is accepted. Okay, now pick yourself off the floor so we can go wring some fucking treasure out of this miserable magic rock. Yeah, I'll try. Actually, never mind. I'll be over there to help you with that too. Kind of like I do with everything. Just lie still and try not to start crying or anything and wait a few minutes for your time frame to catch up with mine. What? Exactly. I am smarter than you. You see? You're learning. Fuck, enough already. There, great. Another happy couple in whatever hideous quadrant this batshit pairing will sustain. Now off you go. Current carcinogenesis band, past audio storyador, and past Arachnid's Grip. Holy hell, this is exhausting. I don't even know what I was talking about anymore. Okay, maybe I'll take a minute to collect my thoughts and get back on topic here. Future carcinogeneticist from 609 hours from now responded to the memo. No, you won't. This one was particularly nauseating in retrospect. I'm shutting this down. Future carcinogeneticist banned current carcinogeneticist from responding to the memo. Future carcinogeneticist closed the memo. Hey, Runt. Hey, Runt. Get up, Runt. Get up on those goddamn jelly legs of yours. Go kiss the girl. I said get your ass up and go kiss the girl, you pipsqueak. You're making me mad, Runt. Kiss that girl. I'll rip your horns off and put them through your eyes. I'll pop your little head like a grape. You're a wimp, you know that? Make me sick. Kiss her. Kiss her, you wimp. Get up and kiss the girl. You're having trouble bringing yourself to get up and kiss the girl. You kiss that girl this instant. You cannot do it. You cannot kiss the girl. Thief. You will need to be strong. There is important work for you to do. So if this is in the past, I suspect that this was Black Queen Snowman's attempt to manipulate Vriska. And in time, though prone to distraction and obstinacy, she would, but not alone. To bring every circle closed, her partner and rival would have to be guided in tandem. The thief and the seer were to serve as twin lashes of the scourge cracked by a quasi-royal against her own former kingdom, to settle a score, to make him pay. Scourge's black inches would rip red miles through Durst, and the bright rivers gushing from its wounds would wash her mutineers down the drains of exile. In time, they would have to answer for their treason. Patience would be necessary, but then, she'd recently come into all the time in the universe. Snowman, continue briefing. Okay, then what? Find the ring before he does. Well, where is it? Retrieve the ring from the royal vault. And then destroy it. So she's broadcasting from Kanaya's station, I think. Centuries ago. The land of rays and yet, right? No. The Sylph of Space was able to vacate the impact site with several features of her buried landscape in tow. She sits atop Procession's dormant forge. Kanaya, reply to memo. Just the two of them. Fine then, since past me just banned current me from the preceding memo and doesn't appear to give a shit about my future wisdom, as usual, looks like I'll just have to start another memo from scratch. Hey, past me, go have a blast killing the king. I'm sure it'll be awesome. In fact, it was pretty awesome. Bang up job with that, dude. Too bad it was all a huge waste of time. Oh, what's that? Past hole? You don't read this and figure it out ahead of time? Or maybe you just skimmed this and didn't get through to your thick bulge. What a shock. Memo within memo to present self. Put forth a more concerted effort to impress upon everyone in the past, myself included, what a bunch of fucking idiots they all are. I'm learning a valuable lesson today. It turns out you can't alter the outcome of decisions made by morons, no matter how much you yell at them. All you can really do is give them a hard time and try to make their lives just a little bit more miserable. Which sounds like a more noble pursuit than changing destiny for the better anyway, frankly. Losers should be forced to face the music, even for the mistakes they haven't made yet. Their punishment is being allowed to make the mistake in the first place. Talk about poetic justice. And then getting soundly berated before, during, and after the mistakes are being made. Just the mucus on the grub loaf. The sweet, tangy mucus. This is dumb. Why did I ever think these memos were going to be a good idea? Nobody cares. I mean, nobody's even trolling me anymore. I'm leaving myself wide open, too, saying some pretty dumb shit here. I guess maybe I wrote too many. I filled too many of them with long arguments with myself. No one's gonna read through all this. All the valuable information's just getting lost in the yelling. You stupid fucking idiot. Oh, fuck you. Why'd you even start another memo then? I guess there are a couple of things I want to get off my chest, okay? God, now I'm arguing with current me. I didn't even notice I was doing it. This is really fucked up, man. I gotta pull it together. Think back to what we might have done wrong. But the thing is, as much as our past selves are a bunch of stubborn, unlistening assholes, I can't even really identify any mistakes we made. It was all pretty much like clockwork. A 600-hour campaign to complete a game like this is pretty good if you ask me. And I have asked me. It turns out me agrees. I can't shake the feeling someone else must be responsible for this. It doesn't seem like it was something that was supposed to happen in our session. Solix has the same intuition about it as me. He thinks there's something fishy about it. It's really insufferable the way her fish puns have rubbed off on him. Kind of makes me want to vomit. Anyway, he says he's working on tracing the origin of this disaster. If I find out who's responsible, I don't even want to think about it now. Waste a good fresh rage. I'm a little tired of all the old things I've been angry about. It's gotten so stale. In a weird way, I'm sort of looking forward to having something new to be pissed off about. It's not like there's anything else to live for now anyway. So I'm keeping my prongs crossed. There'll be fucking 12th Perigees Eve up in here. Last Sweep's Eve was probably the last happy memory I have, in fact. What'd you guys get for the last holiday? Anyone? I remember my Lucius had been gone for days and I was starting to get worried. Then he finally returned, triumphant. He brought the fresh behemoth leaving into our hive and together we decorated it, and I don't know. That's all I can say. Getting a lump in my squawk blister about this. I guess I'm done. I'm gonna go lie down on the steel floor of this frigid meteor, drifting through the black, uncaring void of our null session. No. Kinda like this memo, I guess. Later.
I don't think we did anything special.
Whoa, hey, what?
Last 12th, we stayed in, and I read stories to her. It was nice.
Oh, that's cool. This is the first time you've responded to a memo that I can recall. You took it right down to the wire. I was just about to close this thing.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't sure if I was going to. But then I noticed a conversation in which I was a participant, which, as it turns out, is the conversation taking place now. I scanned it briefly and then perused other memos for my presence. I found none and returned to this one, but my part of this conversation was gone. I regarded this as a prompt to begin typing and record my contributions live. That's how this works, isn't it?
Pretty much. For a while, it was frustrating. When I discovered the feature, I kind of breezed through all the future memos, not really reading any of them carefully or thoroughly. Then I looked at it again, the whole board was gone, because it was time to make it in the first place. So I did. And then I kept making memos with only foggy recollections of what they contained, while all these other chumps from different times kept giving me shit, including myself. But it was all good, because as I eventually became my own future selves and got to be the one on the other sides of those conversations, and could do my past selves the service of informing them how stupid they were being, I stopped bothering trying to remember how any of these memos went. Honestly, the last few weeks have been a blur to me. Just non-stop yelling at myself, haggling with past and future knuckleheads, killing monsters and solving puzzles, cycling through all the gates and planets like 100 times, zigzagging down to the battlefield, out to the Veil, off to Prospect, back to Durst, and on and on and on like that until we thought we won. But we didn't win. We lost. We lost as hard as fat guys fall.
What exactly happened?
Did you read the memo just before this one?
No.
Give it a read. I'm done ranting about all that for now.
Alright, in a moment.
But yeah, that's how Trollian's timeline stuff works. You'll get used to it. Or not, since apparently this is your only memo reply. You're pretty shrewd in sidestepping this whole clusterfuck.
It seems like a logical way to engineer a system wherein one simultaneously functions as the reader and author of the transcripts. It's temporally sound construction.
Then you're the only one who thinks so. Hell, you probably would have been better made of time than the one we got stuck with. She's completely shit-hive maggots. Don't even get me started.
I think we are given roles to challenge us that don't necessarily suit our strengths. At least, I was. I have no idea what I'm doing here.
Sure you do. Or you will. Trust me. You'll do fine. So what prompted you to respond anyway? I mean, aside from being strong-armed by conversational predestination.
Oh, at this point, I'm not even sure if I'm inclined to ask anymore.
You might not have a choice. Do you remember if this moment was much longer than this?
It's a good way to go, I think, yeah. It's such a...
Then might as well just spit it out.
It's such a silly question.
Red or black?
What?
Your problem. Does it pertain to red rom or black rom interests?
That's not what this is about.
Come on. People have been using these memos to sift through their romantic problems for weeks. I'm a fucking veteran at this shit by now. Seriously, I don't mind. It'll be a welcome reprieve from shouting at myself.
I'm not sure what to say about it.
Didn't you at least get a sense of what this conversation was about when you skimmed it?
Not really. If I were thinking about it, I probably wouldn't have wanted to anyway. Don't you think it's better to have unrehearsed conversations, even if the subject matter is awkward?
Yes, I completely agree. It's good you didn't read it. We can avoid the sort of verbal slapstick routines I'm sick to fucking death of by now. I'm so tired of people being all coy and telling me what we're about to say before we say it, and then we wind up fucking saying it anyway, and then we prove to the invisible Riddler that is Father Time beyond a shadow of doubt what a bunch of fucking idiots we all are. Do you have any idea how old that gets after a while? So really, tell me. I know it's on your mind. I got a sense for these things. Red or black.
Okay, red then, but I guess not really red enough.
Well, isn't that always the case? Story as old as time, even in places where strictly speaking time doesn't exist. Until recently. Who's the target of these flesh leanings, if you don't mind my asking?
It's not the asking I mind, it's the telling, in a public forum.
I don't think anyone's reading this. Did you notice anyone else joining later?
No. It seems to be just the two of us.
See? Nobody cares enough to bother.
I don't know whether that's reassuring or just a bit disheartening.
I didn't mean it like that. Their disinterest is more of a reflection on me than of you.
Disinterest is the operative concept here. She's not even responding to my messages anymore. Could be busy, but I'm rapidly approaching a resolution to discard the preposterous infatuation.
She? Well, I guess that narrows it down somewhat.
Shit.
If I think back on events, knowing this, I could probably piece it together.
How about if I agree to consult you about it in private? We can drop it here. before you crack me like a vault, with your weird romance sleuthing acumen.
All right, deal.
It still puzzles me that you are so versed on the topic. Do you have access to a manual archived on a remote server somewhere?
What? Of course not. I don't actually know all that much. I just know this stuff will drive you shit-eyed maggots if you don't figure out how to deal with it.
That figure of speech you keep using puzzles me too.
Like, not that I expect you to give a shit, but personally, I'm all twisted up about Blackcrown stuff especially. Honestly, I don't think I was cut out to have a kiss, missus. I think my standards is too high. Did you know that? This feels insane to admit, but over the course of this adventure, at times I actually began to suspect I was my own kiss, missus. How fucked up is that?
I'm not really qualified to say. Neither romance nor psychology are my strong suits.
But obviously it's not true. I never even did any legit time traveling where I could meet myself. I just bickered with past and future ghosts on a chat client. Fitting, really. Every collisionist adversary I've contemplated has eluded me like a phantom. Even myself. Whatever. I'm done with this.
And what of Scarlet's ambition? Fare any better in that quadrant?
No. I'm not airing that shit out here. Maybe privately. It's very private. Let's change the subject. What were you originally going to ask me?
Oh, fine. Here's this silly question for you. I was just wondering, given your vantage of hindsight, if you've had cause to observe at any point in time magic. Like real magic. I guess what I'm asking is magic a real thing?
Wow, you're right. That's kind of the dumbest fucking question I've ever heard.
I know. It's just that I have a good reason to believe magic is real. Our ancient predecessors discovered how to use it, but they may have surpassed us in skill by a great deal.
You put way too much stock in that ratty old guide. But anyway, no, we never used magic. I mean, let me try putting in perspective how ridiculous the whole notion is. We can alchemize practically anything with the right materials and grist. We can and did make super powerful weapons and items that can do practically anything. What additional advantage could magic offer? All the shit's practically magic anyway, but like goofy science magic, you know?
Sure.
But everything here is kind of magic in a way, isn't it? Fortune-telling dream clouds, golden moons, and shit. If you look around, there's magic everywhere in this bitch. It's all around us. Motherfucking miracles, right? What do you need magic for anyway?
I'm running out of ideas. I need to figure out a way to stoke this volcano, in case you and the others are successful in recovering the Queen's ring.
You'll figure it out. You don't need magic. Trust me. Just be patient. The answer will come to you in time.
I guess you would know.
Yeah, really, there's nothing to worry about. At least as far as the details of the adventure go, we were all pretty awesome at this game. Really awesome, in fact. Until a little while ago when it turned out we weren't actually all that awesome. Turns out we were pretty fucking awesome all along.
Still baffled by what would conceivably cause such a crisis in awesomeness post-victory.
Well, for starters, have you scrolled up to the top of the timelines yet?
No.
Check that out. Maybe read a few recent memos, but other than that, it's not for you to concern yourself with. Just deal with getting through your quest. I'll catch up with you about it when you catch up with me on the timeline, which just happens to be right now.
Say hi to me for myself.
Okay, I probably won't do that, but alright. What the hell are you doing over there anyway?
You mean future me?
Yeah, you're messing around with your chainsaw while Tavros is sleeping on the floor? Oh god, fuck, what are you doing?
What did I do? Future carcinogeneticist 2, 600 hours from now responded.
Okay, everything's fine, I guess.
What happened?
I passed out for about an hour. Fucking embarrassing. You're out of your goddamn mind, you know?
Shit-hive maggots, you mean?
Yeah, but in a good way. I'm shutting down this memo from my past self, since he's currently lying unconscious on the floor an hour ago. See you in the future now.
Till then. Kanaya, scroll up.
That doesn't look good.